Nice. Welcome. Good morning. No, you can clap. We're all together. Yeah. Just going to take it in for a minute and just breathe with it a little bit. Oh, I won't breathe too big. Nice to see you all. Hi. Welcome to PM Grow 2022. My name is Michael Lushington, and I'm the CEO of 4.5 and the CEO of PM Grow Summit. And we are absolutely delighted to have you here this morning. So thank you very much for being with us over the next couple of days. So before I get started, I want to say a couple of quick thank yous. First of all, I want to say thank you to our presenting sponsor, and that's Latchel. And then I also want to say thank you very, very much to our keynote sponsor, that's Enterprise Bank and Trust. An event like PM Grow 2022 doesn't come together without incredible partners and sponsors. And these two companies have been not only partners, they've been friends. And we're very, very grateful for their belief in us and the belief in the show from the beginning. So a big round of applause for Enterprise Bank and Trust and Latchel. Thank you. Okay, so David Byrne. How many of you know David Byrne? Raise your hand. You're showing your gray hair. Okay, here's mine. So David Byrne of the Talking Heads and also American Utopia. And David Byrne once asked the amazing musical question that as nothing is happening. How did I get here? So how did we get here? So I want to try an experiment. I know it's early in the morning. Please don't fall asleep, but close your eyes and just relax for a little bit and just imagine back to when you were very, very small. And maybe you were lying in your bedroom staring up at your ceiling, or maybe you were lying out in your backyard, lying down on the grass, looking up at the big blue sky, and you were thinking about what you wanted to be when you grew up. And I want to know honestly, how many of you thought that you would be a property manager or own a property management business? Show of hands, please. Okay, look around the room. So, if you didn't want to be a property manager, what did you want to be? Did you want to be an astronaut like this guy? Or maybe you wanted to be a wild, toothless rock and roll star like this young lady. If you didn't want to be these, tell me what you wanted to be. Just shout them out. Tell me what you wanted to be when you were young. Shout them out. Billionaire. Nice. What else? Fireman. Very nice. What else did you want to be? I wanted to be a baseball player from the time I was about 6 or 7 years old. What else did you want to be? Shout them out. Come on. Pilot, an attorney. Nice. What else? Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, a lot of good dreams in the room. That sounds good. Okay, so now we're going to try an experiment. Now is the heavy part because I'm going to put it out on you. What I need you all to do is stand up. A lot of grumbling. That's fantastic. Good. Good. Take your time. And what I want you to do is just check your personal space to left or right and make sure you're not going to hit anybody if you move your arms wildly. No, just if you're going to lift your arms, just make sure you're not going to hit anybody. Great. You're all standing. That's fantastic. Great. And then what I want you to do is I want you to put your feet shoulder width like this. And then I want you to stand tall, and I want you to lift your chest up. You do not normally stand like this. If you do, you should probably be out front guarding the building. But right now, try it and just stand up nice and tall. Very big. Yeah, that's good. Now, take your right fist like that. Put your left hand on top of it. Lift your hands high up over your head. If you have incredibly tight clothing, I'm so sorry. And then go down here, all the way down. And now stand tall completely with your chest up. That is spectacular. You all look like a bunch of superheroes. That's awesome. Just like these guys. Yeah, you look great. And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. You are superheroes. And guess what? You all have capes. Put them on. Right now, get your cape. Let's go. Oh, yes. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I can't even tell you. Marie, come get a picture. Come get a picture. All right, now that you got your cape on, Excellent. Stand tall that way. Very tall and big. Nice and big and up. Chest up. Hold that. Yes, sir. That's right. You're all a bunch of superheroes. That's right. And you are now standing in the Fortress of Solitude. Now I know some of you out there, I guarantee somebody's out there going, wait a minute, that's Marvel and DC. What's going on? But it's okay. They're all superheroes. You guys are a bunch of superheroes. And ladies and gentlemen, you are now standing in the Fortress of Solitude for property managers. For the next 3 days, if you don't know what the Fortress of Solitude is, I'm going to tell you. The Fortress of Solitude is the place where Superman would go when he needed to retool or upskill, or he needed to get ready for the next fight or the next great adventure or the next thing that was going to happen. He needed to get insight, knowledge, and wisdom in order to go back in the world and execute his mission. That's what you're here to do for PM Grow Summit for the next 3 days. Welcome to the Fortress of Solitude. Round of applause to you all. Okay, you can all sit down. You all look silly. Nice. So, back to what I was saying. So then the question becomes, well, how did we get here? Well, one of the ways that we got here, and it's always important to honor the past, to look forward to the present and the future, one of the ways that we got here is because of this guy and because of this guy. Now, that guy on your left, that's Alex Osenenko. He's the founder of 4.5 and also the co-founder of PM Grow. And that guy on the right, he's standing in the room somewhere. Jordan, please stand up for a moment, please, if you wouldn't mind. There's Jordan Muela. Thank you so much, Jordan. Okay, so one night, Alex and Jordan got together in a bar to have a drink, which is the way all good stories should start, right? So they got together, and they decided to put on a conference for you, to help you grow. And that, ladies and gentlemen, fast forward to 2022, that's how we got here. So I just wanted, it's important before you move on to honor the past, and I just want to say thank you so much to Jordan, and thank you so much to Alex. So round of applause. Nice. Okay, so if you looked around the room, when I asked you, how did we get here? And I asked you what you wanted to be, you heard all these different dreams. The one thing I think you can say for all of us for sure is that the road here was probably never ever a straight one. It was probably more like a windy one, like this river. And probably along the way while you were getting there, it felt a little bit like this. Maybe you were out on the edge of the cliff, you were blindfolded, not exactly sure where you were headed, what your vision was, where you were going, and wondering if you were going to fall off into the abyss. Or maybe you just felt like it was like this guy, and you had some idea out in front of you of what that vision was, of what you wanted to realize, but you were just walking forward, putting one foot in front of the other, and hoping you would find your way. But at 4.5 and at PM Grow, what we think is that having a place where a community of like-minded, strong, resilient superheroes, we think having a place where we can come together and work together and collaborate together, well, we think that makes achieving the impossible possible. And that's what PM Grow Summit is all about. So, with that said, I'll leave you with this. 3 simple rules that we're going to follow. One last chance for audience participation for all of those of you that want to speak up. The first rule of PM Grow, numero uno, is have fun. Say it. That's right, don't forget. Work isn't always fun. I mean, it's not always supposed to be, right? But sometimes it is, and when it is, a bunch of different things happen. One of those things is we're much, much more creative. Another thing is, guess what? We feel better. A third thing is we're much, much more productive. Yes. Number 2, be nice. Say it. That's right. Creating an atmosphere of kindness and respect and calling that out and deciding that we're going to do that intentionally changes the room. It lets us collaborate together and feel safe doing that. So that's the second rule of PM Grow. And the last one, you can't grow without it. Try something new. Say it. Absolutely. Now, I know a number of you knew that I was going to come up here and talk and ask you to all stand up and put on capes. But for those of you that didn't think I was going to do that and you did it anyways, thank you very much. Try something new while you're here. So those 3 simple rules. Have fun, be nice, try something new. If we can do that for 3 days, things are going to change for us. It's great. Okay, awesome. So now, moving on, I want to introduce our keynote sponsor, and that's Enterprise Bank and Trust. Enterprise Bank and Trust has been an incredible partner of PM Growth Summit since the beginning. They've helped literally hundreds of property management companies throughout the country, especially over the last several years with the pandemic. They've been not only a partner of PM Grow, but also a partner of 4 1/2. They've also been our friend. And I know a number of us in the room are incredibly grateful, not only to Enterprise Bank and Trust, but to the woman I'm about to introduce, and that's Allison DeSaro of Enterprise Bank and Trust. Thank you.